The Diary of a Certified Psychopath. Off the crank. Head, leg, heart and mind space, for knotted fibres to unfurl, cramped muscles to flex, and cluttered cortexes to be cleansed of stale thoughts. Open space, broad and wide, liberally infused with free-range oxygen. Not deep space, though, at least not of the deeply learned breed, that may be prematurely foisted upon us by the autonomous architects of a pending AI-pocalypse. Space which might encroach upon our mortal right to ponder. That would be claustrophobic, and therefore ironic. Such was my dry-lubed chain of consciousness as I cranked up to the approximate cruising velocity of a skateboarding capybara, inwardly cursing the full frontal assault I received from this mid-spring dawn's ruthless westerly oppressor. Whilst bereft of beastly bite, its prevailing bluster remained potent enough to ensure that every emblematic purveyor of St. Beaufort's breezy gospel preached in flappy parallel from the very same wind sheet, and contorted me into a stem-chinning crouch that Quasimodo on a TT bike would have been hard-hunched to replicate. Lancing's duly apportioned promenade for active pleasure-seekers and penny-pinching commuters wishing to partake in broadly self-propelled perambulation was today populated by its usual fraternities of slow-moving sentient hazards, including proud parents plodding along with their portable offices in one palm and peripheral awareness compromised, whilst ever more curious infants on loose leashes occasionally strayed into the paths of retired shopping trolleys, abandoned beanie hats, "Don't touch it, darling!" e-doping kick-scooterists puffed out on vape sticks, and mute swans waddling three abreast beside Widewater Lagoon's verdant nature reserve. Bendy buggies and texting zombies aside, my most hairy encounter occurred when I crossed uncomfortably close paths with a bull terrier. Its alert owner saw me approaching and conveyed a Morse-coded call of caution using his phone's camera flash, evidently sensing that his formidable canine guardian would react aggressively in instinctive and unconditional protection of his master. I warily veered left, whereupon the enraged animal reared up on its hind legs and emitted a blood-curdling bark that provoked a torrent of disciplinary rhetoric from its adopter and nearly made my ticker do a double backflip. A subsequent and fleeting but friendly exchange revealed that the dog's name was Duke, christened after a famous Wellington, and in fact the runt of its 7-strong litter, whose mother managed to dislocate her breeder's shoulder whilst chasing chicken bones at a family barbecue. Half a leisurely kilometre later, after I'd soft-pedalled the shock out of my trembling quads, there commenced a cathartic tour of Beach Park's secluded caravan complex, a spacious and secure glamping site, whose luxury multi-bedroom lodges remain a practical embodiment of affordable holiday housing, but sadly are only inhabitable for 8 months of a calendar year, due to counterintuitive anomalies in our arcane legal system. One's propensity for profound data dives dwindles when all the relevant metrics are far too mediocre to merit the forensic analysis of any clinical sports psychologist, including those blessed with computational talents. Suffice it to state that sufficient energy was expended to maintain a subjectively healthy degree of fitness. From the snugly strapped vantage point of smart technology, this equated to a 90-minute base-tempo beatdown, generating the requisite guesstimated power to bake a jumbo ploughman's panini until creosote brown, using Smeg's latest countertop toaster oven, and leave enough credited kilowatt minutes in Britain's buckling national grid for boiling a 3-litre Daewoo kettle filled with our foremost supplier's hardest water, to brew at least 10 accompanying souvenir mugs brimming with a sustainably sourced strain of every true Englishman's favourite leaf-based libation.